So in our last video, we discussed how to get started with BookedUp, and we created a site-wide pop-up for our booking page. In this video, I'd like to show you how to create pop-ups at other locations on your site. Specifically, I'd like to create a pop-up on a page, right here. I'd like to create a pop-up on my home page here. And finally, I'd like to create a pop-up using a link in my main menu. So let's get started. Back in our BookedUp dashboard, I've already added my booking page to BookedUp. This is a Calendly booking page, but it'll work the same whatever platform you're using. Now to see my pop-up options, I'll just click on the booking page. Now I've already discussed creating a site-wide pop-up in the first video. In order to create a single page pop-up, we have two options, and they're quite similar. So we have the pop-up code, and we have the pop-up link. So the pop-up code is a little bit more advanced. So I'm just going to click See Options to open it up. We have two styles here that we can choose from. And it also has some additional code to stop a link being clicked while the page is still loading, which can be handy for slower sites. However, that said, the pop-up link is generally speaking more convenient because you can add it to most places you can add a normal link to. So the basic rule of thumb, use the pop-up code if you can. If you can't, just use the pop-up link. So first of all, let's try to create our pop-up on our page here. Now I'm going to use the pop-up code. I want to create a button style. I want the text to say book a cut. And now I'm going to copy the code. Now in our Shopify dashboard, I'm going to click on this page. And now I'm in this page, I want to switch over to the HTML code view by clicking this little button up here. Now I can see the text which is showing me where I want my button. So I'm going to paste the code in here and click Save. So I'll go back to our page here and refresh it. And you can see the button has been added, and when we click it, up jumps the pop-up. Next, I wanted to add a pop-up using this button on the home page here. Now most home page features can be found in the theme settings, which you get to by clicking Customize on your theme. So I'm going to go into slideshow because that's this whole area up here. And this will be very different depending on what theme you're using. So this is just an example. Click on the slide. Now for this slide, I've found a section called Button Link, which is what we want. So because there's nowhere to paste our code, for this one, we're going to use a basic pop-up link. So I'm going to copy that and go back into our Shopify dashboard, remove the existing link, paste the one I just copied, select it, and click Save. And we'll go back to our home page. Oh, I forgot to give it a sensible text. So let's say book a cut, and we'll save that. Now we'll go back to our home page and refresh the page. And click on the button and up jumps our pop-up. Now finally, I'd like to create a pop-up using a link in the main menu. So once again, we're going to use the link, copy it, back in our Shopify dashboard. Our main menu can be found by going to Navigation, Main Menu, and let's add a link. So I'm going to paste that link that I just copied, select it, and give it a better name, Book a Cut, and click Add, then save it. we can see that we have added that link to our main menu, and when we click it, up jumps a pop-up. So that's how we can create pop-ups at other locations on your site. Thanks.